Former President Donald Trump says he will appeal his conviction just one day after a New York jury found him guilty on all the charges in his so-called hush money trial. Trump was convicted on 34 counts of falsifying business records. Now, this is all related to payments his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. That payment was meant to keep her quiet about an alleged sexual encounter ahead of the 2016 election. Legal experts say her testimony may be one of the areas the defense targets for an appeal.
The defense asked for a mistrial right after that testimony, and I think we can expect to see that again in an appellate brief.
And President Biden did comment on the case. He said it's irresponsible for anyone to say this was rigged just because they don't like the verdict. Sentencing is set for July 11th, 2 weeks after the first scheduled debate between the current and former presidents, and just days before the Republican National Convention. And the case only counts for 34 of the 88 criminal charges that are brought against Mr. Trump. So here are the other cases. The first one is Trump's federal election subversion case. Trump is charged with 4 counts by special counsel Jack Smith here in D.C. That case alleges his involvement in undermining the results of the 2020 election. A U.S. district judge scrapped a March trial date as the Supreme Court considers Trump's presidential immunity claim. Now, Smith also charged Trump with 40 counts in Florida. Those are connected to his alleged mishandling of classified documents after he left office. Just this week, though, that judge rejected a request to place a gag order against Trump in the case. But Jack Smith again asked yesterday for the judge to impose a gag order focused on false or misleading statements about the 2022 search of Mar-a-Lago. No trial date has been set for that case. And the last one of these cases is the election subversion case in Georgia. Trump and 14 others are facing state charges for their alleged attempts to overturn the 2020 election results in the state of Georgia. But again, no trial date has been set in this case. And the Washington, D.C. Attorney Discipline Board has recommended Rudy Giuliani be disbarred. President Donald Trump's former lawyer already had his law license suspended for spreading lies about fraud in the 2020 election. The disbarment recommendation comes after a Professional Responsibility Board committee held a trial-like proceeding late in 2022 to weigh the ethics charges against Giuliani. Now, he was accused of violating attorney conduct rules when he filed a lawsuit to throw out more than 1 million votes in Pennsylvania. Giuliani will be able to argue his position before the D.C. Appeals Court makes a final decision.